What's in the box? What's in the box? A really flippin' awesome movie, that's what. Hello and welcome to my requested review of David Fincher's Seven, starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. This review was requested by Cineram. Yes guys, I am going to go a bit out of order here on the waiting list, just because I use Netflix and therefore getting some of the requests on the top of the list that I haven't seen yet is going to take a little while, but I want you guys to know that I'm going to be constantly working on these, so as such I'm going to review a movie that I've seen a few times that I remember pretty well. So yes, this is going to be a regular thing. I'm going to go out of order a little bit from time to time, just so I can pump these things out a little faster and get some more requests in, but I will try to keep to the order as much as possible. Also, check out Cineram's channel. This guy, who bears a remarkable resemblance to John Malkovich, by the way, is a very entertaining speaker, very intellectual, does these very, very good videos in my opinion. Go check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in the underbar. With that being said, let's jump right into Seven. Alright, so Seven. I'm not going to really give you a big, long plot description here, because this is a movie that really needs to be seen for itself. But basically, you got Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, and there are two cops investigating a methodical killer that kills people according to the seventh deadly sins. Let me tell you something, guys. I absolutely love Seven. This is one of my favorite crime films ever made. This movie is a complete and utter masterpiece. I'm just going to say that right at the beginning. What makes this movie so great is not only the brilliant performances by Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt and the killer, who I'm not going to reveal, but is a very high-profile actor who gives a very, very creepy performance in this movie as well. But the best thing about Seven is just the pacing of it. It's just, this movie is relentlessly, methodically paced. And what I mean by that is that this movie gives you just the perfect trickling out of clues just at the right times to where it keeps you hooked 100% of the time. There's very little filler scenes in this movie. It's pretty much all the procedural, trying to find out who this killer is, with just a little bit of sprinkling of character development thrown in, but enough to where you really grow to like these characters. Not to mention, the actual case that they're investigating is not only sick and disturbing, but really, really thrilling. And once you get into this thing, you will not be able to stop watching it. This is a movie that is so suspenseful that my DVD, which is really old and is one of those flip the disc to see the whole movie type of deals, what happens is at about the halfway point when I have to flip it, I get kind of pissed off. Oh, come on, really? I gotta change the... so much effort. Lucky this is such a good movie, Fincher, because I am not pleased with the amount of effort you're making me exert. Oh, those ever-present nostalgic memories. That's right, I filmed that a month or so ago and I watched that last time. I am prepared, guys. Super prepared. But one key word was said back there. Fincher. David Fincher, this man can flat out direct a crime film. And not just a great crime film, not just a great suspense movie, but films that just get right in the back of your spine and just tingle it in the perfect way, in that just sick fashion. His movies are just so delightfully twisted without being sadistic. They're not like Saw, where it's just pointless sadism and violence. This guy has a point with every movie he makes about just how evil humanity can get. And he's brilliant at portraying it, whether it be in this movie or the lesser but still decent Zodiac, which I'm actually going to talk about this week, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. No matter what movie it is, there's always just some undercurrent of evil in it, and he's perfect at portraying it. I love how he chose to film this movie with kind of a grindhouse-style, grimy, gritty, like, kind of lens, because that just adds to the feeling that you are not in a good place at any point in this movie. And also, like I kind of mentioned earlier, performances. Both of them. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, really great, really textured. I love how when Morgan Freeman plays these old, kind of more reserved characters that just look at what's going on and just go, what the hell, man? I lived in a much better time, and he does a great job of portraying that. Brad Pitt, not quite up to the standard I'm used to seeing him at, but still very good as well as kind of the cocky rookie cop. Overall, Seven is a masterpiece of twisted modern filmmaking, and anybody who hasn't seen this movie, go run out and see it. This movie is fantastic. It's one of the best movies ever made, and just by that distinction alone, it easily gets 4 stars out of 4. And that was my requested review of Seven. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, request a review, comment, tell me what you think of the movie, anything you want, but just interact with this video. And until next time, I'm Movie Kid Mike, making sure your time is worth your money.